Hey everyone, so today I'm going to do a flip through. My plan was for at the beginning of each month I would do a flip through of whatever current planners I'm in and flip through the pages of the previous month, because then they would be all filled out and you can see any changes I made and the different kinds of things I was doing. So I thought that would be fun, but full disclosure, I've still been using my personal size Louis Vuitton planner every day, every week for the most part. But these planners right here have been pretty much a hot mess. So I thought it would be kind of fun to show you what I've been trying out in all these different planners, how it's been going, where I've been failing, and what I think I'm going to do going forward. So what I'll do first is I'll do a flip through of my main planner, and then I'll start going through these planners. So let me move all these to the side. Okay, so like I said, I'm still in my personal size Louis Vuitton agenda. So first of all, in my front pockets, I think this kind of changed up a little bit. This came in one of our subs. It's in our shop. The act of setting up, decorating, switching up, and having photo shoots with your planners. And the example sentence is, every day I'm plannering. And I really like that a lot, because a lot of us, not only do we plan every day, but we're also doing all those fun things that have to do with planning. Like it says on there, setting it up and decorating and all that. So that's just a fun thing to put here. I put my business cards back in my pockets. These are old ones and I keep meaning to get new ones done, but haven't gotten around to that, but I wanted to keep these on hand just in case. And this is our new washi card. It went out in our April subs. It's actually sold out right now, but I'm planning to restock them. I haven't wrapped my washi around them yet because these are brand new, but I wanted to stick this here because it's super cute. So pretty simple pockets. I have my same dashboard as usual. Any shops that I mention or products that I show, I'll link it down below. These are my same Polaroid pictures with my wellness, family, and work inspo, as well as on the back. I have my usual dividers, and my front section is all my calendar planning inserts. So I have important dates. This is a freebie for our email list subscribers. My year overview as usual. My goals inserts as usual. So as I've been going along, I've been checking things off, which feels so satisfying. I've also been kind of tweaking some of my planning routines, so that's why you see some stuff written in. For the most part, these have stayed the same except for my little scribbles of updates. And then my next section is my monthly section. I keep 2 months, the current month and the next month in my planner, so just 2 months at a time. So this is for May. Pretty much everything stayed the same. I started using our doodle icons for personal stuff, so that might have changed from last time. And then I have June all set to go, which I'll probably plan with you guys next week. And then my future planning. So this is any dates that I need to note down for anything past the current months in here. And then my next section is my weekly section. I've been using the same fold out inserts. This has stayed the same. This has stayed the same. This is always changing. I'm still experimenting with what I'm using it for. Right now, this is personal lists by Erin's Mail, and this is business list, and it's just like product promo, Instagram posts, and vlogging ideas. All of this inside has remained the same pretty much. And then I can't remember if I mentioned this in the last video, but this little fly leaf just on like acetate, I've been putting sticky notes for dinner ideas. And then as I plan out the week, I'll kind of plan out dinner ideas on this page. So I keep that right behind my weekly spread. And then the next section is my daily section. So I keep 2 months of monthly inserts, 1 week of weekly inserts, and 1 week of daily inserts, just to keep my planner nice and light, because I carry it around with me everywhere and I'm just trying to lighten the load. So here, the beginning of the week was May 2nd. So I have my inserts for each day. Actually, it looks like, oh yeah, I had to unexpectedly go on a road trip on Tuesday, so that took up most of the day, so I don't have an insert for that. Wednesday, Thursday, and today's actually Friday. But here is my Catspresso pocket page where I keep my task cards, some sticky notes, sorry for the glare. Then here, well, let me show you on my daily kind of dashboard thing where I have my daily insert as usual. I have my month overview calendar card, my task card that I was using for today because today was new releases. And then here, part of my daily dashboard, I have my monthly tracker as usual. On this side, I'm tracking habits I'm trying to form for May, and on the back side, I'm tracking moods and the different kinds of things that affect my moods. This here, I think, is something new recently. I had it before. I stopped using it because I finished that goal and now I'm on a new goal. This is for a health goal. So I have 3 months to kind of get my health numbers in the best place they can be. So I have a little countdown here. So I put this on a half-page insert that I just made for myself. And I like to keep it here because on my daily dashboard, not only do I see my monthly overview, my task card, but I see this reminder back here of my 3-month health goal. And I also see my monthly tracker to remind me to track my habits. So I just like that layering like that. And then I have a couple more pages in here for Saturday and Sunday. And then my next section is personal. So I have a little adhesive pocket here which holds this card. On the back of the card are just some numbers of my family and friends, like emergency contacts. And then this insert is my fold-out insert, which I use for tracking my health stats. So it has the whole entire year front and back, so I can see my progress throughout the months. And then I have this tracking insert, which I just made for myself to track my different health stats. And then I have this insert I've showed you guys before, tracking our health appointments. So that's the same as usual. And then I have some private stuff, so I clipped it together, but basically I have an insert started for planning my daughter's 8th grade graduation. So I use one of our highlighting strips to make my own header, and I just wrote on top of it. So I'll just plan it out here. And then here what I have clipped is some personal health stuff. I have it right next to my health appointments so I can reference it, and that's kind of personal, so I have it clipped together. On the back I just have some notes that I want to ask my doctor about. And then my next section is biz. So this also has some personal stuff. These parts are usually in the front, but because I'm hiding that info, on the top here is just some inserts where I'm collecting ideas for product, for stickers, for inserts, and for downloads. I have a longer list on my iPad, which I need to transfer here. I just started these inserts, but a lot of the ideas I get come from you guys when you guys DM me or email me. I add ideas to the list, and then I poll everybody over on Facebook to see what you guys want to see come to the shop next, and then restock stuff. So this part that I clipped together are just revenue and shop stats. My next section isn't labeled because I don't have a label for it on our sticker sheet, so I had to make my own and I've been just too lazy. So this is my content section. This is kind of new, not this insert, but how I'm using it. So this is our month on one page insert, and I'm using it for product posts. I just have a little idea list here mapped out by the month, and then down here just miscellaneous ideas, and then ideas for next month and a place for notes. And then here is for like videos and blog posts and stuff to kind of repurpose content across the different platforms. And then I just have some video ideas, and I have been vlogging. So I keep telling you guys that I'm gonna vlog, and I have been vlogging. I just haven't posted anything because I don't know, for whatever reason. But these are some of the things that I've vlogged so far to post maybe this month. So we'll see. Hopefully I can get that together. Some reels ideas. And then my next section is finances. I have a blank version here. This is what I use to kind of plan out my business budget and personal budget. So I work it out on my iPad. I still like to write instead of using a spreadsheet, but I do it on my iPad because there's a lot of like moving things around and erasing things and all that. So I like to do it on my iPad first. then I transfer it to here because I like everything here in my planner. And then I have this clipped together because this has personal information with our payments for like credit cards and taxes and stuff like that. I also keep track of our sinking funds. We just started May, so we started at 0, but I'll keep adding to these different sinking funds. So that's pretty much what's in here, just like payment info for taxes and credit cards and stuff like that. And then this pocket page in the back has miscellaneous stuff having to do with finances, like just an extra check to make payments to my vendors, a check I have to deposit, and I have this guest pass for the movies, which I think I'm going to use this to watch Downton Abbey, coming out I think this month, right? And then in the back I have these stickers in there for on the go. These are the ones I use the most for day-to-day planning. So I have those handy in the back. My usual Frixion pen. Oh, this is something new I haven't showed you guys. So my sister-in-law bought me a clip, like a dangle clip, that has these little Louis Vuitton inspired dangles, but I don't like using dangle clips. So what I ended up doing is putting it on the clip of my pen, and then when my planner is closed, it just looks so cute sticking off the side, and it doesn't get in the way when I'm opening and flipping through my pages. So that's an updated flip through of my main planner. Still using this every day, still carrying it around with me everywhere I go. Now I'm going to go through this stack over here. I think first what I'm going to show you guys is this planner, because this is really just holding my inserts. So remember I said I only keep 1 week of weekly inserts and 1 week of daily inserts in here. So when I take them out and replace them with new ones, I put the old ones in here. And I usually don't save my old ones, but I started saving them because I thought if you guys are interested in seeing flip throughs of how the month went, that I would show you guys. So I started keeping it in this planner, which is the Giulio Slim Campagna in the black matte Croco. I don't decorate this planner or anything. I just put my old inserts in here for the previous month. So just a quick flip through. So this was April. I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram, but I was talking about how April was so rough on me. So I was just like, whatever. So I usually don't like draw arrows like this. I usually don't cross things out like this, but I was just trying to get by. And then here are my weekly inserts. The end of March, beginning of April. This is something kind of different. I used one of the washi strips from our sticker kit. I thought that looked super cute there. Here's the next week. Oh, something I wanted to mention, like I start off the week really good, and then as you can see by the weekend, it's like, I don't know if that happens to you guys as well, but yeah, so here is the first full week of April. Here again, you can see me falling off at the end of the week. Here, I don't have a lot planned because we were actually gone half of the week visiting my son, so it was very minimal here. And then here again, so here I try to change it to admin, filming, and Instagram. That didn't work out for me, but I was trying it out. And then on these weeks, I wasn't doing anything on this back page really. And then I started doing customer service. When you guys email me about your orders and stuff like that, I note it here. This has been working out really great. So I'm still doing that right now. And then here's the following week. We were still in LA on this week, so I didn't do any meal planning. And I was still trying admin there. That doesn't work out for me because my admin list is so much longer that I wasn't having enough space. And then as you can see, all these arrows forwarding the task to the next week. That happens a lot, but you know, you try. So this is one of the new washies that was released on Friday. It's skinny washi. I love skinny washi because it takes up so much less room on your spreads, so you have more room for your writing. Then here's the next week. As you can see, I changed it up again. Here I'm doing product promo, content, and vlog. This always stays the same. This has been working out really well for me, the personal side. That's how that week looks. And then those are all the weeks, and here's the daily pages. My daily pages have pretty much been the same as always. I'm still time blocking and work batching. And yeah, using the back page for notes. I always have to mention this because I always get questions. The insert in our shop, the Today insert that looks like this, does not have a grid notes on the back. It just has this on both sides. So here's all the days. Some days I skip for whatever reason. Sometimes I use a sticky note, sometimes I use a notepad, but for the most part, I'm using these inserts every day. So here's all the days all the way to the 30th, and that's it. And then I also stuck this back here because I thought you guys might be interested to see how much of my monthly sticker kit I use. Here's what I use of photo boxes. Sheet A, I used a good amount. Sheet B, I always use a good amount because those are for my sidebar. Sheet C, I always use most of this because it's for my sidebar, and same thing for sheet D. Let me know in the comments below if you find this kind of flip through interesting. Part of me almost didn't film this part, but I see other planner peeps do this and it seems like their viewers enjoy those videos. So let me know in the comments below if you like seeing a flip through of the previous month or if you prefer just to see a flip through the current setup. All right, so that's that. So let's go on to my fails. We're in May now and I've been trying out all these planners for the entire 4 months and it's all been failing, but I think I have a game plan going forward. So this is the spiral planner from Frixion, but I did put an Erin Condren cover on it. I had to trim it down a little bit on the top and the bottom, but for the most part it fit really nicely. And so I only have 2 spreads in here actually, and what I was planning to use this for was pre-planning, and I did start doing that and I loved it. I think this looks so satisfying, so neat. I just love it so much. I used my removable labels on here, so if I needed to move things around, it's so easy to take the labels off and move it wherever. I pre-plan here mainly for filming videos for you guys, and then I use this to reference when I'm planning in here on the videos. That was my plan, and then I even did one for a weekly spread. So I keep it really simple, no decorations, no nothing, just quick and easy for pre-planning for my videos. And I loved it. I've always wanted to use a spiral planner. I love this coil. It's mainly because of the coil. The way I started watching planner videos in the beginning, like years ago, was watching everyone with their Erin Condren planners. And even though I knew a spiral bound planner would never work for me, I loved watching those videos and I always wanted to use one just for fun. So I thought it would be perfect for pre-planning, but then I came up with a different plan that made more sense for me, which I'll share with you guys in a minute. So I don't know if I'm going to be using this. I really want to use it for something, but we'll see. But it just looks so cute. I love this putter so much. So as of right now, this was a fail, or not really a fail, but this is a no-go. I'm not using this right now. So the next one is my memory books. So I shared this in my 2022 planner lineup, and this has been a fail just because I haven't been keeping up with it. But I still want to do it and I still love it. Just really quickly, in case you didn't see that video, basically what I'm using this for is memory books for my kids. Because when they were young, I didn't do baby books, and I really never cared about doing baby books just because I feel like who cares when your tooth fell out? Who cares when you got your first haircut? I mean, I don't care. I really wanted to record special memories for my kids, like what kind of personality did they have when they were young? How did I choose their names? How did me and their dad meet? And stuff like that. So I started it, like here's an example for my youngest daughter. I started it out with just explanation of what this memory book is about, and then the little story of how we got her name. And so I did an intro letter for all my kids and one little story, and then I totally dropped off and I haven't been back in here ever since, but I definitely still want to do this. It's just that when things get so busy, this is like the first thing to drop off in my kind of like planning system. So yeah, this is definitely still going to happen, but I've been kind of failing so far this year. All right, so the next one is this Stology. I started using this as an ideas book, then it kind of evolved into a reading journal, like when I read books and if there's any cool stuff that I read in the books and quotes and ideas and stuff like that, that I would write it in here. But I just found that I wasn't using it as much. I have no idea why. I'm just not inspired to write in here. So Let me explain this. This is my book journal. I guess I don't know where my ideas journal pages went, but basically these were all in here, and every time I would change my mind about how I wanted to use this, I would rip the pages out because I always wanted to start fresh. I don't know if any of you can relate to that, but if I change my mind, I can't just like flip the page and start on the next page. I need to start completely fresh. So I tore out all the pages. I put some washi tape down like that, and then I started over. But then I tore out those pages. That's why the washi tape looks like this. Yeah, it's such a mess. But this is basically what it looked like. I started taking notes on books I was reading, essentialism, triggers. Oh, I took some notes on a webinar I watched. Oh, You Are a Badass. And I have some more pages. Maybe I misplaced them, but I have more pages of other books that I took notes on and then changed my mind and ripped them out. And then I wanted to use it as an idea book, and I just haven't been motivated to write in here. I was reading Think and Grow Rich quotes. Yeah, and that's it basically. This is all blank. So I count this as a fail and probably not going to do, but we'll see. And then next, I guess I can explain these three together because these have all at one point been used as a memory keeper. So this is the Angel Shop Planner, this is the Hobonichi Weeks Planner, and this is the Hobonichi Cousin Planner. I mentioned before in another video that this one went through many evolutions: Wellness Planner, Memory Keeper, Pre-Planner, back to Wellness Planner, back to Memory Keeper. I don't know how many times I changed it up. This Hobonichi Weeks was mainly used for Memory Keeper, but pretty quickly I figured this wouldn't work out. So let me show you this one first because this has the least amount of stuff in it. So I did start out. So here in January, you see that I started trying it out as a Memory Keeper. I would use the monthly section as a highlights page. So I have January, February, March, and I think I started April, and then I was like, this isn't working out, so I have nothing else filled in here. Back in the weekly section, I was using the weekly spreads for kind of like more detailed memory keeping. I would write little memories here or quotes or whatever here, and then on this side like a place just to write a brief memory or something like that. I have these pages clipped together because there's some private stuff there, but I did start off in January. I went through, I think, almost all the way to April. I don't know. To me, even looking at this, it looks like a total mess to me. And so it just really wasn't working out. I really tried, as you can see through all these pages, I really tried to make it work out. But also, as you can see, I wasn't very inspired. I wasn't even putting any stickers or any decorations. It was straight writing, which there's nothing wrong with that, but I do want to put a little bit more creativity into my memory keeping. So it worked just till the beginning of April, and then I gave up on it. But I wanted to show you guys this too. Just the other day, the last week of April, I was like, you know, even though this planner I made super light, it's still kind of heavy in my bag. Maybe I should move to something really light and can fit in all my cute small bags because this planner can't fit into all my bags. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll try the Hobonichi Weeks. I mean, I just pretty much wrote out a mock-up week and I'm like, no, this is not gonna work. There's not enough space. I don't have a place for my daily spreads, which I definitely need my daily spreads. So I tested it out. I tried it out, but as much as I would love to carry around this small of a planner, it's just not realistic for me. So Hobonichi Weeks fail, and that leads me to the Angel Shop Planner. So same thing in here. I tried to use it as a memory keeper, just like my Hobonichi Weeks, because I figured the weeks in here are like this. So I could do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then a blank spot for whatever. And so I'm like, oh, that gives me more space. Maybe that'll work good for memory keeping. But for some reason, I just could not get it to work for me. But I wanted to show you guys how I tried it out. Here's what the blank monthly page looks like. And here's my insert glued into the planner because I kept changing my mind of how to do the monthly spread. And I messed up that page so much that I just ended up gluing my insert from my shop over the page. So I tried it out here. These did have stickers on them, but then I took them off to use it in another planner when I changed my mind about this. So here's January, February, the same thing with my insert glued in, same thing for March. And then April, I gave up. So I have nothing here. And then back in the weekly section, here's the beginning of January. So I did try it out. I have this clipped together for personal information. But as you can see, I kind of did the same thing as I did in my Hobonichi weeks. This is all messed up and wrinkly because I took photos out. I took so much stuff out, stickers and everything. Yeah, it's just a mess, you guys. Like, look at that. But I love this planner. I love that it's undated. I love that it gives you more space. And I really, really love the color and texture of the cover. I don't know if it's called canvas or what, but it's like canvas feeling. I love this color. I think this one's called mocha maybe, or latte or something like that. So I ordered a new one, which is waiting for me at my P.O. box. I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but I just love this planner so much that I had to order another one. But if you really like this planner too and you want inspiration, I'm going to link an Instagram account below for Gigi Plannery. Her spreads, she uses the same exact planner. She does such amazing spreads in her planner, and this weekly spread, she does like new ones all the time. Like sometimes she does it vertically, sometimes she does somehow the whole week on one side and uses this side for something else. I don't know, super creative. If you want some inspo for this planner, I highly suggest to check out her Instagram account. I'm definitely going to copy some of her spreads, giving her credit, of course, but when I get my new planner, I'll share that with you guys. So this was a fail like this, but I'm going to try again once I pick up my new one. So my last one is my Hobonichi cousin, and this one has been a fail 3 times, but kind of has worked out for me in one aspect, and I'm going to continue on with it. But first, my fails. Basically, same thing as in some of those other planners I just showed you guys. I like to start fresh, so I just redid this starting for May, and so I ripped out all the pages previously, glued some stuff in, washi taped some stuff in, but I wanted to start with fresh pages. So I tore out all these pages. I know, don't judge me. I hope some of you guys can relate and I don't look like a crazy person right now, but I wanted to share with you guys some of the pages I tore out. So here's from January where I did my goals for 2022. I have a bunch of pages clipped together just because it has personal information, some stuff about Go Wild. Look at this page. Like, it's all tore up because I had photos here. I tore them off to use somewhere else. You guys, 2022, as far as memory keeping and my side planners have been a hot mess. Did some journaling about reflecting on COVID. Here's February. Yeah, so basically just a little sampling of some of the pages that I ripped out, but I was trying it as a memory keeper. I also tried this planner as a wellness planner. I tore out those pages and I didn't save those because I didn't really need to save those. I recycled those, so I only have this to show you guys. So that has been a fail. I'm not going to use this for memory keeping, but the one thing that hasn't been a fail for me in this planner is using the daily pages as a journal. So this has been working for me for the most part. I fell off of it for most of April because, as I keep mentioning, April was really rough for me, so a lot of things kind of fell off, but I was using it pretty well for a while. I'm not going to show the pages because it's kind of private, but let me see if I could flip through and show you little peeks. I tried to start up again in May, then that was May 2nd, and I haven't done it since. So let's see, the last time I journaled was mid-April. So I tried mid-April, the beginning of April, a good portion of March, and then kind of sporadically through February, and then just a couple in January. So that part has been successful for me for the most part, and I do plan to continue it on. As far as the monthly and weekly pages, I decided to use it as a pre-planner again. And some of you guys might remember that was my original intent for this planner until I kept switching it up back and forth, but now I'm back to this. So I'm using it as a pre-planner. I didn't start for May for the monthly, but I did start for May for the weekly. So I pre-planned this week because I was planning to use this as reference for my Plan With Me video. So that's what I'm gonna use the monthly and weekly sections for, is pre-planning for my videos, for my monthly Plan With Me's and my weekly Plan With Me's. The reason why I decided to move it back into here and out of the spiral planner is because since I was already gonna use these back pages for journaling and I had no ideas of what I would use the monthly and weekly pages for, I'm like, you know what? Why don't I just use that for pre-planning? And it kind of makes sense because then at the end of the year, I can look back, which I've never had before because usually these pages, I just recycle, I never keep it, but it might be handy to have that on hand. So that's what I'm gonna use this planner for pre-planning and journaling. Hopefully you guys found some of this interesting just to see if you go through this too, that you wouldn't feel alone and feel crazy for doing all this like I do. Or maybe even though some of these ideas didn't work for me, maybe it could work for you. So that's why I wanted to share it, because it might still be helpful. So yeah, I think these will be the 4 planners that I stick with and move forward with. My main planner, Ride or Die, my Hobonichi Cousin for journaling and pre-planning, my B6 TNs for the memory books for my husband and my kids, and I think memory keeping in my Angel Shop planner. However, I do want to find a use for my spiral planner, so we'll see if I come up with something. I mean, I'm not trying to plan just to plan and waste my time or anything like that, but I think all of us here are planner lovers. Even though this is my Ride or Die main planner and I probably won't use anything else for my main planner besides ring planners, I love playing with different kind of planners, playing around with them, experimenting with them. They're just super fun. So if I figure out a fun idea for my spiral planner, I'll let you guys know. But so far, I think I'm going to stick with these ones for now. And hopefully next month I'll have some progress to show you in these ones. So again, let me know in the comments below if you like those kind of flip throughs, especially the detailed one where I showed you all of April, or if you just liked where I just showed you how my current setup is and anything that's changed. Let me know. Thank you so much for watching and bearing with me in this long chatty video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.